Good morning. Please rise for the presentation of colors and singing of the national anthem led by Elizabeth Ray Dam.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. And thank you, Ms. Dam. Pablo Mendoza, Assistant to the President for Social Equity, will now lead a reflection.
The IUP community comprises many states and countries. We bring together many ways of celebrating our various beliefs. I invite you to all share a quiet moment of gratitude and reflection. Thank you for participating in today's celebration of our students' accomplishments.
Welcome to this morning's commencement ceremony for the Colleges of Fine Arts, Health and Human Services, and Natural Sciences and Mathematics. I am Michael Driscoll, President of IUP. This afternoon, we will conduct a similar ceremony for Eberly College of Business and Information Technology, the College of Education and Educational Technology, and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. We are privileged today to have with us members of the IUP Council of Trustees. I ask each trustee to stand when introduced and for you to hold your applause until all trustee members have been introduced. Ms. Susan Delaney, Mr. Aaron Douthit, Ms. Joyce Fairman, and Mr. Gailey Walwork. Please join me in a round of applause for our trustees. I would now like to introduce members of the President's Cabinet and faculty on the platform. I ask each person to stand when introduced. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Timothy Moreland, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Rhonda Lucky, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Cornelius Wooten, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Mr. James Begani, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Communications. Mr. William Speidel, Vice President for University Advancement. Ms. Robin Gorman, Executive Assistant to the President for Government and Community Relations, and Dr. Pablo Mendoza, Assistant to the President for Social Equity. Also joining us on the platform today are Dr. Randy Martin, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research, Mr. Luis Gonzalez, Dean of Libraries, Mr. Terry Apollonia, Dean at Punxsutawney, Mr. Richard Muth, Director at North Point, Dr. David Laporte, Chairperson of the University Senate, and of course our Grand Marshal, Dr. Robert Millward. Let's give them a round of applause. Other members of the platform party will be introduced throughout the ceremony. Today, members of the class of 1965 led the procession into the complex. They are celebrating the 50th anniversary of their commencement from IUP. These alumni are here to welcome the class of 2015 into the IUP family of more than 120,000 living alumni. Although these alumni graduated 50 years ago, they share a common bond with the current graduating class. They too spent time on campus building lifelong friendships and experiencing the same opportunity to receive an outstanding education. In advance of their reunion, the class of 1965 provided generous support to the Reunion Year Scholarship, to the ROTC Scholarship, and particularly to the Sutton Scholarship, which is awarded to the incoming freshmen and extends the legacy of bright students enrolling, learning, and then graduating from IUP. The class's support of the Sutton Scholarship included 2 signature gifts. The IUP community and I welcome and thank the class of 1965 for their philanthropic investment in our university. It's great to have you here with us today. When a member of the IUP community dies, it deeply affects us all. In memory of all members of the IUP family we've lost this year, I asked that we observe a moment of silence. Thank you. The student commencement speaker must reflect the highest ideals of IUP. After the tragic events of September 11, 2001, Franco Alexander joined the United States Marine Corps. During his service, he served 2 tours of duty in support of Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. In 2010, at the age of 26, Mr. Alexander started his undergraduate degree at IUP, and he excelled far beyond his own expectations. A year ago, he graduated magna cum laude, earning a bachelor's degree in exercise science, and then started his own strength training business. With continued academic success, a thriving business, and a passion for helping others, Mr. Alexander today will receive a master's degree in sports studies with an emphasis in exercise science. It is my honor to present to you Franco Alexander.
Hello, Crimson Hawk family. First, I'd like to thank the Commencement Committee for the opportunity to speak to you all today and the extremely kind nomination from Dr. Madeline Bayless. I would also like to extend a special thanks to my lovely wife, Karina, my mother, my father, the rest of my family in attendance, my friends that support me, and to those who are unable to attend or are here in spirit. My love for you all is never ending. I'm a better person for having known you all. Today, I'm extremely honored to speak to all of you. It was a year ago that I sat exactly where all of you were. As that day went on, I just thought, what a day. This was a day to reminisce about all the hard work that I put into my studies, also the friends that I made, and all of you have got a chance to make along the way. And then most importantly, the people who helped you get there. When I found out that I was nominated for this opportunity, I told my wife, and she immediately started to cry. Those tears of pride, combined with how much she has helped me throughout some of the most difficult times of my life, thus far are the main deciding factors for me to accept this opportunity. Thank you, Karina. I love you. My time in the United States Marine Corps led me to have the confidence to stand tall and be proud of what I do and have accomplished in the past. I keep that pride close to my heart, and it's what drove me to stop working a factory job for Caterpillar Equipment Company for nearly 5 years. I started my college career here at IUP in 2010 at the age of 26. And as I stand here at the age of 31, I couldn't have been more fortunate to have the people in my life pushing me to be better, also including the faculty of this great institution. I have to tell you all that I'm extremely lucky to be able to help people in my business, Alexander Strength Development, as a strength and conditioning coach. For about 4 years, I started using a phrase in order to help motivate people, in order to get them through either a hard workout or even rough spots in their life, with a purpose. It's become a staple of my life, not only professionally, but personally. I often tell people, whatever you do it with a purpose. So I'd like to share this with you. If you decide to continue your education right away, study and work hard with a purpose. When you find that job, work it with a purpose. For those newly commissioned Army officers, keep our country safe with a purpose. When you find that someone that you can't live without, love them with a purpose. When times are not quite as expected, stand tough with a purpose. When times are seemingly perfect, share that opportunity with others and try to help them be perfect with a purpose. If someone is less fortunate than you, help them with a purpose. If someone needs lifted up, Just give them a smile or whatever they need with a purpose. If you have a child, hold them tight and raise them with a purpose. Most importantly, live your life with a purpose. What does this mean? This means that whatever we do, we should do it with a purpose. That purpose is what gets us through. It's what makes us human. We have one life to live, so I ask this of you, ladies and gentlemen. Go out there, live it, and change it in some positive manner with a purpose. Now that I've successfully used the phrase with a purpose 16 times, I might want to think about trademarking it. We'll see. I'll get my wife on that. I wish the best to all of you. I hope that you enjoy this day for yourself as well as anyone that has helped you get here to where you're at, because it's because of them that help you. It's why you're here. Safe travels wherever life may lead you. I'd like to also spend a little bit of time to thank all my fellow Marines and all the veterans out there. There's also a special young man out in the crowd here, Mark Lucci. He's receiving his degree. That's my brother. I'd like to thank him too. Don't clap. And I'll leave you with this. Only thing scarier than a United States Marine is an educated one. Semper Fidelis.
Good morning, everyone. In 1964, Dr. Donald Mash graduated from IUP with a Bachelor of Science degree in education and went on to complete a master's degree in geography from the University of Pittsburgh and a PhD in higher education and student development from the Ohio State University. His distinguished career has entailed 5 decades of higher education leadership, including the presidency of Wayne State College, the chancellorship of the University of Wisconsin at Eau Claire. Since his retirement in 2008, he has served as an executive senior special assistant for the University of Wisconsin system, and he assists the system's Board of Regents in selecting campus chancellors. It is an honor to recognize Dr. Donald Mash for his outstanding achievements and his steadfast loyalty to higher education and to his alma mater, IUP.
We're going to make this official now. By recommendation of the University Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, I confer upon Donald Mash the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, duties, and privileges pertaining thereto. And I present you with this diploma bearing the official university seal.
Wow. Good morning. I want to thank President Driscoll and everyone connected with IUP that made this possible. This is heady stuff. But I'm so pleased to be here today. My alma mater, where I spent 4 years and created my foundation for the rest of my life. You know, it's always exciting to see graduates assembled, waiting for that magic moment of degree conferral. By my count, I've presided over 50 of these in my career, and I've sat through another 50. And it's still exciting for this moment. This moment of degree conferral, which symbolizes much hard work, many memorable experiences, is significant. And surrounding you, all the significant others, many of whom were instrumental in helping you get to this particular point in time. You know, ceremony is very much a part of life for all of us. And there are few ceremonies that match the significance of graduation from college. I came off to IUP in 1964 as a first generation, college student, which means that neither of my parents had a degree, college degree. In fact, my parents didn't attend high school. Much has been written about the special challenges of first-generation college students. Today, IUP still enrolls 35% of the freshman class as first-generation college students. I suspect when I came, and when you came, 75% would be my guess. I really don't know. But I arrived and got into my freshman year and began my courses, and I found myself in a required physical education course where the professor announced that one of the things we would have to do to pass the course would be to tread water for 1 minute. I couldn't swim. Still don't swim very well. So when my time came, I had to jump in the pool and tread water. What I did wasn't treading. So for 1 minute, I flailed wildly, splashed, breathed hard, panicked at times, lasted a minute. When they finally pulled me out of the pool and flopped me up onto the side of the pool like a beached whale, I was finished with that. Now, I tell you that story only because flailing widely, panicking, trying to keep my head above water, breathing deeply, is a metaphor for my freshman year at IUP. I want to fast forward to graduation because after my freshman year, I went home over the summer. I had learned some things. Some things happened over the summer that helped me put everything into perspective. And I came back in my sophomore year determined to do this and to do it well. At graduation, I was prepared to go back to an 8th grade student teaching position and teach geography. One of my professors called me and said, "Are you considering graduate school?" And I replied, "Not really. I need to earn a little money." And frankly, my sights hadn't been set very high at that stage, also a characteristic of a first-generation college student. And he said, "Well, you know, I think it's quite possible you could get a graduate assistantship if you went for it." And I asked him what that entailed, and I said, "I'd like to give it a try." And he said, "Okay, let's try it." And I received a graduate assistantship at the University of Pittsburgh to get my master's degree in geography. And that decision changed my life completely. It completely changed my career direction because at the end of my coursework, at the end of my only year at the University of Pittsburgh, I hadn't written my thesis yet, someone resigned who was teaching geography at the University of Pittsburgh Bradford campus, and they resigned in August. And the University of Pittsburgh Bradford needed a geography professor in, I think it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks. There I was. I said yes, and my career track changed completely because of the intervention of Dr. Robert Thomas. He himself, a 50 graduate of IUP. Someone asked me how I got from going back to the 8th grade to teach geography and doing what I eventually ended up doing. And I was telling this story, and I told about the intervention of Dr. Thomas, and then suddenly it hit me when I traveled around the country for many years, meeting with alumni groups. Invariably, alumni groups would ask about Professor X, or Career Services Advisor Y, or somebody that impacted their lives in significant ways. And what I used to do, a member of the staff would carry a directory of the campus, another member of the staff would carry some little cards, and when they would say, "How's Professor so-and-so doing?" I would say, "You know, he's still teaching," or whatever the circumstances were. And they would say something very, very complimentary. Maybe he made a big difference, changed my life, or as in my case, redirected my career. And I would say, "You ought to tell him that." Well, he's not going to remember me. It's been a long time. And we would then write down on a card his contact information, or hers, the faculty member. And then when we got back to campus, we would also inform the faculty member or the career services advisor that so-and-so made the following comment. There's no question in my mind that at some point, some of you are going to realize that was a significant moment at IUP. Don't hesitate to thank these folks, because that's what they live for, that's what they do. They make a difference. Do it after graduation, do it 5 years or 10 years from now, do it whenever you think about it, but it'll be significant. When I was growing up in the 40s, our country had a big idea. We're going to increase the availability of college degrees for the general population. We're going to make access and opportunity possible and affordable. So, 1944, the GI Bill. 1950, the Truman Commission and the Community College Movement. 1958, the National Defense Student Loan was put into place. 1965, the Federal Financial Aid Program came into play. We missed that. And then in 1972, basic opportunity grants were added to the financial aid program. Those are now Pell Grants. That's 1972. 40 years later, on the national level, we haven't had a big idea for public higher education. And it's beginning to show. Robert Putnam, who is an acclaimed social scientist, some of you may remember he wrote Bowling Alone, talking about the dissolution of the community in our country. He wrote what he says is his last book, did extensive research on it, and he titled it The American Dream, Youth in Crisis. And what he says is, if you're born into a certain circumstance today, there is, versus a better circumstance, your opportunity gap is fairly large. socioeconomically is what I'm talking about here. And in many ways today, unlike when I came to IUP, that gap has become a chasm for many people. It's almost insurmountable. Some folks opt out even before they get to a point where they consider college because they and their families know it's not going to be possible. When I sat down with my mother to talk about coming to college, we looked at the cost. It was going to be under $1,000 a year for tuition, room, and board. I think at IUP today it's 20 times more than that. And we decided that she could help and I would work summers. Now at that point, my mother was a single parent. I had a younger brother and sister. Remember the 8th grade education. We did not have much money. We didn't even have a car. So we had to calculate this very fine. But if that kind of discussion occurs today in similar circumstances, looking at the higher education landscape, the decision probably would be, we can't do college. And that's the problem we've got to deal with, I think. This matter of our country's commitment years ago to the public good. And the public good meant if you educate more people, everybody benefits. And we've lost our way for several reasons, and the fiscal issues have determined much of that. Budgets are being cut. Public higher educations are being cut by the states. Institutions raise tuition, and we have a downward spiral that's been going on for years. And we need to reverse that spiral. We're falling behind. Because that commitment that was made back in the 40s was made because we thought if we could build the number of college graduates, we would be competitive internationally, and we would enrich our civic and social communities across the country. I don't have much hope that we're going to have another federal initiative or a big idea anytime soon that's going to get us back there, and I think it has to happen in the states. And we have to do whatever we can to help make that happen. I guess what I would want you to know, if I have a charge to the class, commencement speakers are supposed to charge the class with a responsibility. My charge to the class would be to this: 2 prongs. One, after you graduate and you consider the degree and the opportunity you've had, become an advocate for public higher education, for access, for the same opportunity some of you have had, in your communities, around a dinner table with friends, in your state, anywhere you find yourself. It's important. I could list you any number of outcomes of higher levels of education in the population on the economic side as well as on the social and civic side that would probably convince you, that is fairly important. There is a relationship, one to the other. The second thing you can do is stay close to your alma mater, IUP. They're going to need your help. They're going to need your help to keep this institution accessible and in reach of many who are going to come long after you. Recently, Frank Bruni, a writer for the New York Times, published a book titled "Where You Go Is Not Who You'll Be." And he was dealing with the freshman admissions mania in college. And parents have to find exactly the right place, has to have the prestige going in, and so forth and so on. And he says, not the case. I agree. Each of you have had an outstanding opportunity here in a helpful setting, supportive setting, and an opportunity to launch your careers. And you're going to be able to do that, I assure you. It's not where you go, does not determine who you'll be. You can get anywhere you want to go from IUP. I want to close today by simply saying it's been a pleasure to be able to speak to you today and share this experience with you. Congratulations, good luck, and best wishes. Thank you.
Good morning. We now come to that part of the program that's most exciting for students, the presentation of candidates for conferral of degrees. I call upon Dean Randy Martin to present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Doctoral degree candidates, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and the Doctor of Psychology.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As a testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a doctoral hood which signifies your attainment of this advanced degree.
Timothy Haller. Balancing Justice, an empirical evaluation of a restorative community group conferencing program, chaired by Dr. Jamie Martin. Robert P. Stallings. Perceptions of Professional Athletic Criminality, chaired by Dr. Jennifer Roberts. Camille Marie Wendiker. Information Literacy, Correlation of Self-Efficacy and Proficiency, chaired by Dr. Teresa Grappelli. Janessa Nolan. Effects of an intervention on college students' expectations and attitudes about seeking therapy, chaired by Dr. Derek Hatfield. Sunshine M. Collins. Saving the DKEF's sorting tests, construct validity, revised administration, and exploratory analyses, chaired by Dr. David Laporte. Laura K. Gilman. Common profiles and clinical utility of the MMPI-2RF in competency to stand trial evaluations, chaired by Dr. David Laporte. Sharon Jung. Ecological validity of traditional neuropsychological tests, Role of Memory, Executive Functions, and Learning in Predicting Everyday Functioning in a Clinical Population, chaired by Dr. David Laporte. Stella Kim, Sleep Restriction and Memory Functions, the effect of sleep restriction on declarative memory in individuals with mild traumatic brain injury, chaired by Dr. David Laporte. Stephanie Marie Terciano, Examination of the Parasympathetic Activation Hypothesis for Arousal-Induced Eating, chaired by Dr. David Laporte.
Let us congratulate the new doctoral degree recipients. Dr. Martin, please present the candidates for the Master of Fine Arts degree.
Master of Fine Arts degree candidates, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Fine Arts degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the Master of Fine Arts degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As a testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a hood, which signifies your attainment of this advanced degree.
Eric Brennan, Mixed Motives, Hegemony in Landscape, chaired by Mr. Nathan Hewer. Peter Mullen, The Johnny Cash Abduction, a Visual Narrative, chaired by Nathan Hewer. James Battistelli, Curiositorium, a World of Understanding. Tyler Rahl, Contemplating Mortality, chaired by Susan Palmisano. Garrick Tylee, Manufactured Landscapes, chaired by Kevin Turner.
And let us congratulate the Master of Fine Arts degree recipients. Dr. Martin, please present the candidates for master's degrees.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, and Professional Master of Science, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, and Professional Master of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, or Professional Master of Science as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to the stage to receive your diploma.
Diana Bala. Lee Bond. Nancy Behe. Benjamin Andrew Blasco. Matthew Allen Bush. Malcolm Luther Carter. Denver Scott Giuliano. Cynthia Crawl. Tracy Leonard. Doris Mujinga Mondela. Zachary Tyler Nelson. Kuwinder Singh. Nicole Ann Steislinger. Emmeline Galinsky. Dumisoni Ngoma. Tracy D. Van Horn Jort. David Wilcox. Hopeton Alfonso Bailey. Franco Alexander. Andrew Villan. Byron Davalis. Sarah Elizabeth Geiger. Michael R. Madden. Krista Lynn Matsko. Richard Morris. Nicholas Robert Patton. Kristen Marie Savarelli. Hollyann Autumn Seatree. Haley Marie Ewer. Emily Marie Valco. Carol Lee Vitro. Gayan Jiwapriya Diawia Gunatalaki. Reham Salah Al Hassan. Anushi Gudipudi. John Karanja Kamau. Carl Mpumbwa Mukeba. Yunfei Yao.
And let us congratulate the new master's degree recipients. President Driscoll, before we confer degrees upon baccalaureate candidates, I invite this assembly to join me in paying tribute to students who are graduating with honors. Baccalaureate graduates whose academic records have qualified them for Latin honors are wearing medallions in recognition of the achievement. First, cum laude graduates. Please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Cum laude graduates. Next, magna cum laude. Please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Finally, summa cum laude graduates. Please stand to be recognized. On behalf of the university community, I congratulate you on your achievements. Please be seated. I now ask graduates of the Robert E. Cook Honors College and our departmental honors programs to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated.
I am Michael Hood, Dean of the College of Fine Arts. Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Fine Arts, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Fine Arts.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and your dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Education, or Bachelor of Fine Arts as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to the platform to receive your diploma.
Christopher Javier Aber. Elizabeth Ray Damp. Nicholas Alexander Adams. Samantha Nicole Badar. Catherine Danielle Bohannon. Mary Kathleen Brady. Andrea Nicole Braggle. Michelle Stephanie Burke. Amber Joy Clark. Elizabeth Marie Corbett. Chantel Cumberbatch. Matthew Derek Seifert. Rachel Elizabeth DePilla. Courtney Ann Foote. Tyrone Lamar Lackey. Rebecca Margaret Anthony. Emily Susan Kuhn. Christopher Lee Führer. Alyssa Rochelle Hankey. Zachary Allen Cable. Ashley Hansis. Richard Allen Firestone. Colin Ross Hart. Lydia Hassel. Amy A. Heinekel. Christina Louise Flores. Cheyenne Starr Hellman. Rebecca Ann Hiravi. Melissa Lynn Hayner. Emily Ann Haluda. Kara Julene Hovanek. Mitchell Stephen Jerko. Brandon Michael Kandrak. Dakota James Kaler. Nathaniel David Lease. Joshua Daniel Lutman. Savas Makaridis. Justin Levin Mathis. Caitlin Parker McGilvery. Andrew P. Milliken. Stephen Randall Moon. Amanda K. Perrone. Kimberly Aaron Siegel. Emily Sue Snyder. Kelly Sue Snyder. Dana Elizabeth Steiner. Mason Cooper Stiver. Danielle Stoffer. Brianna Michelle Thomas. Jacob Nathan Try. Jonathan Michael Walker Van Kuren. Lucas Emlyn Watson.
I am Mark Correa, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Health and Human Services, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the academic disciplines in the College of Health and Human Services.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and your dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Science in Education as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to the platform to receive your diploma.
Jared Austin Arment. Brian Raymond Butts Jr. James Creevy. Nicholas Ferragono. Morgan Rebecca Hissick. Brianna Kramer. Kristen Lynn Monahan. Nicholas Victor Oberholzer. Corey Thomas Poole. Kelsey A. Reppert. Lamont Sean Robinson II. Walker Thalbar Smith. Dakota Keeley Snyder. Bradley Allen Schwartzlander. Taylor Alexandra Vladik. Brandon James Young. Zobar Abedin. Ian Paul Abritis. Benjamin L. Adams. Michael David Adams. Travis P. Adams. Caitlin Aiello. Courtney Elizabeth Alberts. Nathan Robert Alberts. Abdullah Al Dawood. Salah Hassan M. Al-Zarani. Ahmed Mohammed S. Alisa. Courtney M. Allen. Abigail Michelle Altman. Kristen D. Altamari. Ashley Hamaker. Amanda Lynn Alsalvish. Heather Ann Anthony. Brooke Nicole Armaheiser. Nawaporn Arun Aratsamachok. Matthew Joseph Arthurs. Shanti Monique Arzwaga. Denise Michelle Ashman. Haley Marie Auld. Jamie Nicole Bazacheski. Paige E. Baddock. Michelle May Bear. Aquil K. Bailey. Brooke Shea Bailey. Kelsey Adams. Jessica Ryan Banco. Dominic Joseph Barbano. Trisha Leanne Barlett. Tristia F. Barnt. Christopher Craig Barr. Aaron Barrick. Kayla Mae Bash. Sarah Elizabeth Beard. Amy Lynn Bechtel. Nick Anthony Bell. Benjamin Robert Bernard. Emily Paige Bernosky. Kelsey Bickman. Caroline Ann Billon. Nathan Chad Black. Shakar Blackwell. Julia Catherine Blair. Allison Francis Blimline. Jeremy Donald Bloom. Amanda Jean Bobby. Ashley Hannah Rogan. Tyler Michael Bolick. Elena Faith Balaban. Kelsey Marie Bollinger. Caitlin Joy Bonk. Naja Kari Booker. Benjamin Douglas Borst. Samantha Denise Bortner. Michelle Christine Bowes. Brian Anthony Bracco. Alex John Brano. Courtney K. Brickner. Jessica Ashley Brigham. Emily Nicole Brogan. Ralph Brown III. Taylor Lynn Bowie Klimke. Catherine Rose Burke. Zachary Kyle Burke. Lisa Victoria Ellen Burton. Jenna Colloway. Alexa Michelle Campbell. Eric Dylan Canfield. Janea Monique Capel. Mikkel Renee Carlock. Brianna Rose Carroll. Gabriel Alexander Casada. Jenny Lynn Chomp. Marissa Nicole Christine. Michael Lance Clausen. Adam Clemens. Cameron Joseph Kochia. Brooke Collins. Lauren Rachel Comunal. Stephen Peggs Cook. Mariah Carey Copenhaver. Nicole Catherine Kornack. Hannah Irene Kornman. Sarah Elizabeth Crowley. Brooke Ashley Cunningham. Jarrett R. Cutzel. Brianna C. Dawson. Shayla Renee Dowling. Erica Pearl Duffy. Morgan Justice Eck. Inacia Virginia Giddings. Caitlin Marie Davidson. Jenna Lee Demick. Davis Gavin Denny. Joshua Michael Dingus. Erin Elizabeth Dixon. Jessica Lynn Donovan. Aaron Robert Douthit. Shelby Diana Dove. Dylan Thomas Drositas. Natalie Marie Ely. Brianne Sarah Ebley. Natalie Renee Eric Ehrlich. Michael Joseph Elwood. Samantha Jo Ellis. Kara Ellen Emig. Ashley Megan Enciso. Christina Rose Esposito. Jody Allison Ewing. Nicholas William Fahey. Candace J. Falasek. Laquina Jave Ferguson. Marissa Marie Ferrigno. Simone Brianna Fields. Anna Marie Fingado. James Patrick Finnegan. Dylan S. Fishbane. Zachary Allen Fisher. Joshua Paul Flick. Shannon Maria Folliard. Douglas Forlano. Angelique Marie Fonseca. Courtney Marie Forsythe. Tiffany Ford Fox. Alexandra Marie Franks. Haley Audrey Fry. Naeem Rakim Furlow. Mandy Jean Gallo. Denisha Amira Gardner. Kylie Gardo. Caitlin M. Garofalo. Elizabeth Garrettson. Autumn Catherine Gasca. Teresa Ann Gebhardt. Bethany Ellen Geisinger. Heather Gelsdorf. John Ronald Gillette III. Michelle Giordani. Giselle Francisca Giordano. Whitney Nicole Glasser. Lacey Renee Gletz. David Jacob Gliozzi. Darnett Gonzalez Munoz. Tara Eleanor K. Gordon. Megan Elizabeth Granboucher. Jennifer Marie Greenlee. Jenna Nicole Grinder. Brianna Daniele Grizzard. Zachary Jerome Grumberg. Gabriella Nicole Gutman. Megan Elizabeth May Geyer. Victor Scott Guys. Adam Joseph Hess. Trevon Lamont Hairston. Michael Stephen Haney. Monica F. Hansford. Ashley Dawn Hardinger. Megan Emily Hart. Carly Hayes. Joel Edward Heckman. Matthew Ryan Hines. Tyler John Hertzler. Emily Mary Hughes. Daniel Hildreth. Quentin Anthony Hickerson. James Lawson Hill. Christian James Hilty. Brittany Nicole Hogue. Michael Ray Haller. Kevin Ray Honigsberg. Nicole Danielle Hopkins. Madeline Horn. Alex Elizabeth Hauser. Nicole Marie Hoy. Tiara Shanae Huggins. Stephen Michael Humanek. Mary Allison Hushun. Kyle David Irwin. Keandra Marie Burley Johnson. Caitlin Marie Ayub. Kaylee Marie Jackson. Sarah Elizabeth Jameson. Christine Nicole Jenkins. Janella Alina John. Megan Alicia Johnson. Jennifer Marie Joy. Kristen Elizabeth Jumper. Jocelyn Michelle Kale. Lindsay Karzanowski. Laura Helene Kaiser. Michael David Kelly. Tina Marie Kelly. Ashley Luann Kenny. Kayla Rebecca Kerstetter. Matthew C. Kajowski. Furlow Dornice King III. Chelsea Marie Klein. Justin Lloyd Kloczarowski. Dante Keppen. Catherine Kornacki. Mackenzie Kramer. Caitlin E. Krug. Brittany Tiana Coons. Caitlin Nicole Kunkel. Chelsea Morgan Kuntz. Melissa Rose Kusick. Joshua Matthew Labar. Samantha Marie Lamagna. Michelle Lampley. Kaylin Ray Landis. Alan Lane Jr. Elliot Patrick Laratonda. Richard Anthony Laurie Jr. Lariana Gabriela Lazaro. Nicholas Lekovich. Katrina Marie Lemon. Harmony Ann Lasokin. Tyler Joseph Lazy. Sarah Jane Catherine Lopez. Tyler R. Lordy. Rachel Ashley Lorenz. Andrew John Love. Mark Robert Lucci. Caitlin Carolyn Lukenda. Joseph Michael Lynch. Timothy John Lynch Jr. Ashley Lyons. Jessica Maria Madalena. Tyler Daniel Maggery. Jennifer Lynn Mahoney. Jared Michael Makarowski. Daniela Ray Maloney. Ryan Robert Mancuso. Emily Sue Manicky. Thomas Andrew Manning Jr. Khadijah Wadia Manis. Luke Matthew Martin. Marita Elizabeth Matthey. Athena Maria Mavrodis. Caitlin Marianne McCabe. Zachary Stephen McKay. Levi Daniel McClure. Melissa Ivory McCorkle. Abigail Claire McCormick. Stephanie Ann McCoy. Kelsey Marie McDade. Danielle Lynn McKnight. Kelsey Dawn McLaughlin. Ethan Howard McNew. Matthew James Menzel. Megan Elizabeth Merchant. Michael Merriweather Jr. Alexis Jean Mayer. William Wesley Batch Michaud. Samantha Rose McKessick. Travis William Mikota. Alicia Noel Miller. Alexis Mercedes Milner. Patrice Marie Minder. Matthew Allen Topping. Ashley Marie Evans. Jamoke Rivers. Azura Carnella Towns. Benancia Nunez. Shafan Kamari Holmes. Sakura Nancy Nakana Walton. William Matthew Uline. Ryan M. Sotak. Jennifer Camille Poloski. Donnie Mack. Elaine Billy. Katrina Elaine Billy. Serena A. Mickens. Hayden James Durr. Christopher Schwambach. Brandon Edward Esrig. Ashley Hoover. Tiana Shemaya Mathis. Angenson Ariel Marin. Michaela Lucille Miner. Allison Deneen Mittmeyer. Reham Yahya Mohammed. Emily Montanari. Catherine Lee Moore. Kelly Lynn Morrison. Tyler Julius Morose. Christopher M. Muffy. Marie Mumaw. Christina Marie Mumaw. Audley W. Murray. Danielle Jennifer Murray. Kelly Ann Murray. Frank M. Mwiti. Joshua David Natel. Brett Douglas Nyman. Aaron Robert Nickus. Deborah Ann Need. Jocelyn Marie Nero. Nadira Asada Norman. Kristen L. Northrup. Anne Catherine Nugent. Dylan Robert O'Keefe. Brianna N. O'Sullivan. Erin Jean Osepik. Kadov Osenko. Marissa Elise Olin. Simone Youngmei Ong. Ann Mullen Osborne. Sarah Lynn Marie Ostrowski. Stephanie Renee Overberger. Jack Owen. H. Catherine Mupaperi Mukasa. Jonathan Thomas Palumbo. Kyle Anthony Pangonis. Olivia Ann Panabecker. Caroline Marie Pappin. Sarah Elizabeth Perini. Reskivenson Pierre. Shane Andrew Pearl. Brianna Yvonne Pittman. Matthew John Plaskin. Carly Cecilia Pollock. Madison M. Papelis. Taylor Gabrielle Powell. James Dennis Privite. Cinnamon Christ Murray. Shelby Lee Province. Sadie Claire Quint. Caitlin Ann Roxas. Sean Allen Rouse. Darren Joseph Rouso. Tessa Lee Ray. Daniel Allen Raymond. Tara M. Reed. John Austin Rakin. Allison Elizabeth Reynolds. Tatiana Alicia Richardson. Mark Anthony Richko. Jonathan Paul Reese. Courtney Allison Riggle. Jennifer May Rosa. James Sidney Rosencrantz III. Daniel Seth Rothschild. Melissa Ann Rubritz. Carolyn G. Rudkin. Zachary David Rummel. Zachary David Russell. Casey J. Sanders. Karen Elizabeth Sassaman. Lee D. Saunders. Rebecca Danielle Schaff. Haley Joe Schaub. Jamie Elizabeth Schmidt. Kyle Jonathan Schneider. Ashley N. Schultz. Alea Janelle Scott. Joseph Charles Scott. Naja Aisha Scott. Troy J. Sebetich. Ellen Rose Sederdal. Lauren Jean Whaler Seifert III. Caitlin Elizabeth Seislove. Melissa Renee Schenk. Yelena Maria Scher. Martin Robert Shedrick. Nicole Lynn Sherry. Silken Mackenzie Schiffner. Michelle Lynn Shimps. Shania Nadira Schotz. Christopher Shope. Ashleen Rose Margaret Simpson. Taylor Brooke Simpson. Tyler James Singer. Alyssa Ann Skamai. Megan R. Sloniker. Jessica Marie Smetana. Tiffany Michelle Smetana. Elisa Nicole Simakis. Haley Cole Smith. Corbin J. Snyder. Travis Clinton Spagnolo. Brandy Lynn Spangenberg. Shayna L. Spiker. Allison Alexis Stanra. Lindsay Nicole Stamp. Casey Lynn Stankovich. Michael Demetrius Starr. Carly Nicole Stoffer. Rebecca Mary Stead. Lindsay Nicole Steen. Kayla Elizabeth Steiner. Amber Nicole Steinheiser. Catherine Helen Stevens. Carly Christine Steindorf. Joseph Douglas Staberski. Amanda Marie Strasball. Stacy Marie Summers. Lauren M. Super. Dustin John Swab. Tyler Kenneth Sweeney. Molly Elizabeth Tagg. Caitlin M. Taylor. Jasmine Marie Thompson. Sarah Marie Toomey. Justin Todora. Brett S. Torres. Tina M. Truong. Hannah Marie Tuck. Jordan Andre Turner. Ashley Nicole Tyler. Brian Christopher Tyler. Kyle Brian Ubina. Anthony Vacino. Ebony Van. Kristen Blix Vanderwoody. Kelsey Lee Van. Daniel James Verderami. Hannah Jo Ellen Vogan. Jessica May Volts. Katie Waddy. Amanda J. Wadsworth. Meredith Wagner. Jacqueline Wanier. Anthony Michael Waite, Jr. Anthony John Wallach III. Charles V. Wallach. Jeffrey Ryan Walls. Sarah Jo Wallace. Leah J. Walsh. Julie Lynn Warren. Talon Alexis Watson. Bruce Waters. Lindsay E. Elizabeth Weaver. Melanie Lucille Weber. Brandon Matthew Weber. Erica Marie Weinelt. Evett April Warner. Denzel Corey White. Ashley Marie Whiteford. Paige Leanne Whitehouse. Erica Lynn Wizarkowski. Justin Christopher Wiley. Nathaniel Ryan Wilkie. Christian David Williams. Salath Williams. Natasha Wilson. Melissa N. Whitmer. Janie Lynn Wright. Jared Michael Yates. Gerald Maurice Young II. Kathleen Elizabeth Young. Christopher Evan Yowler. Catherine Shannon Zebrak. Cody Patrick Zell. Mitchell Thomas Zell. Chelsea Nicole Zimmerman. Samantha M. Zidsky. Carissa Ann Zorn. Ashley Marie Zucchelli. Caitlin Marie McDonald. Stacy June Cook.
I am Deanne Snavely, Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Candidates for the associate's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, please rise. President Driscoll. I have the honor to present the candidates for the associate's and bachelor's degrees in the academic disciplines in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on the recommendation of the faculty and your dean, and subject to the completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Associate in Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Education as earned. And you may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Oliatan Olamagoke Akinsola. Estefania Jocelyn Alba Rodriguez. Tyler Joseph Allen. David Samuel Ampofo. Nicholas Ash. Lillian Claire Arond. Brianna Michael Bayham. Stephen Robert Baker. Andy Joseph Barron. Ashley Nicole Barkley. Megan Luna Barlow. Stefan Alexander Bozon. Kayla Maybell. Ashley Nicole Berger. Troy Allen Berkey. Ryan Andrew Besonson. Kyle Edward Bickle. Kimberly Ann Blaine. Amanda Joy Blaker. Samantha K. Borsis. Allison Marilis Brown. Laura Ashley Burlbaugh. Jaleesa Buckery. Rondale Sherwood Bernheimer. Jesselyn Marie Burns. Tasha Lynn Caldwell. Samantha J. Campbell. Caitlin Alyssa Canonico. Bryce Jeffrey Carlson. Alex Victor Carr. Celeste Rose Catalano. Kelly Ray Chilson. Carly Jean Church. Amanda Lynn Clark. Jacob Anthony Conley. Evan Christopher Barnes Connors. Shelby Marie Cook. Catherine Ann Corcoran. Joshua Michael Cormes. Amber Joe Korsnitz. Charnice Michelle Craven. Brittany Siporonsky. Megan Cooper Daly. Athena Davidowski. Sierra Madeline Davis. Joanne Dorothy Dufresne. Jonathan Diaz. Colin Patrick Donaldson. Danielle Dorosky. Matthew Thomas Drutch. Laura Sharon Dravecki. Brett Andrew Jewell. Matthew Raymond Duman. Michael Elliott. Faith Elms. Shayna Christine Elser. Christina Marie Ennis. Tori Marie Fate. Sarah Ann Finnegan. Brian Jacob Flavin. Paige Marie Flick. Eric Scott Foolcrot. Sierra A. Frederick. Tyler Patrick Gantz. Denzel Walker Gay. Caitlin Glover. Heather Ann Gowan. Chad R. Green. Justin Anthony Greggy. Derek Joseph Grove. Sierra Elizabeth Gustafson. Garlin Ha. Shannon Hope Haldeman. Haley Carolyn Halcure. Stephanie Marie Halloran. Leah Marie Hammer. Allison Ann Hannawalt. Cassandra Grace Hanley. Mitchell Charles Harbold. Ashley May Harden. Kyle Francis Harity. Douglas Ryan Harshberger. Corey James Henderson. Tyler J. Haydorn. Samuel Geza Horwath. Mara Marie Harisick. Rachel Elizabeth Intreri. Alexa Rianne Ives. Eliana James. Alicia Marie Johnson. Melissa Lynn Jones. Chelsea Marie Jabinski. Logan Robert Callop. Jennifer Lynn Kennedy. Tess Kalin Kennedy. Tim Ryan Kennelly. Jeffrey Robert Killen. Christy Carol King. Aaron Michael Kishlock. Paige Nicole Joby Klauser. Aminata Diamber Kone. Samantha Jolene Coons. Kara Ann Kovalchick. Leanne Kozak. Kevin Matthew Lamantia. Caitlin Elise Lasky. Summer Wood Lilick. Melissa Ray Limbacher. Stephen M. Long. Kevin James Lynch. Ashley Markia Lytle. Cassandra Charlie McKinnon. Matthew Vincent McGill. Zafire Elizabeth Maltonado. Gabrielle Malone. Lindy Margaret Martin. Amber Jean McClure. Donovan John McDonald. Leroy Mensa. Lauren Bernadette Mills. Alexander Christian Miranda. Rebecca Rose Mock. Sean Morgan. Matthew Ryan Morrow. Imani C. Motley. Jakea Lynn Nance. Alexander Luke Nescott. Sierra Elaine Nessler. Taylor Alexander O'Brien. Brittany Lauren Uhl. Alexis Morgan Opog. Nicole Lorraine Utiriol. Foster Grant Patch. Lauren Grace Pierce. Kelsey Jean Peoples. Kimberly Ann Plunkett. Sarah Ellen Pritt. Stephen Vincent Powers. Darnice Brooke Reed. Ashley Marie Ritter. Victoria Rose Rosardi. Deanna Nicole Roberts. Erica Leone Rogers. Jody Michael Rotto. Emily Jean Salter. Adriana Maria Santiago. Rebecca Ray Saunier. Alexandra Jean Schenk. Alexis Danielle Syrian. Nicole Marie Sieg. Shane M. Skonetsky. Dylan Joseph Small. Katie Lynn Snyder. Sharon Lynn Stahl. Scott Jefferson Stanek. Grigory M. Stepanyan. Caitlin Elizabeth Steppe. Emily Nicole Stiles. Dylan John Stover. Andrea Renee Strobel. Megan Ann Sismansky. Ariana Tyler. Alexander Thompson. Tanya Marie Timko. Adam Charles Vernum. Reina Ariel Vinson. William Oliver Vivian IV. Rebecca Jean Vlahos. Jake William Warren. Victoria A. Wakel. Alexandra Susan Weiss. Brittany Wissire. Tamika Renee Williams. Brittany Amanda Winkleman. Christopher Leo Wise. Corbin Charles Woods. Geneva C. Yager. Colin Francis Zelinski. Shannon Taylor Zalevi. Tanzania Wiley. Leslie Cherie Wallace. Fansat Muftau Lediju.
Let's congratulate the new associate's and bachelor's degree recipients.
Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Jason Freed, the chairperson of the Military Science Department here at IUP. I'm going to go off script for just a second, sir. Many of you may not know this year we're commissioning our 2,000th lieutenant out of the IUP program. You don't achieve that level of success without the incredible support of the university and the community. I would like to extend my thanks to all of you for providing that level of support to us for over the last 60 plus years. Thank you so much. I have the honor to present our cadets for military commissioning. Please come forward.
Lieutenant Colonel Freed, as these cadets have completed all of the requirements for a military commission and have just received their baccalaureate degrees, you are hereby authorized to administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States at the rank of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Welcome to the Army, Lieutenants. Congratulations.
Lieutenants, it may be obvious and superfluous at this point, but on behalf of the university community, I offer my congratulations on your commissioning. Thank you for your service and your dedication. And now I would ask that all students and members of the audience who are military veterans or currently in the military, please stand and be recognized and thanked. Thank you for your service.
I would like to recognize our 4 Distinguished Faculty Award recipients, our 18 new Professors Emeriti, and recipients of all past and present Distinguished University Professor Awards. Please stand to be recognized. Their biographical information is located in your program. Also, please join the platform party and graduates in expressing our gratitude for the worthy contributions that our faculty have made to our success here today. Members of the faculty, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Now, I call upon Kelsey Adams, a sports administration major and a business administration minor, to present the senior class gift.
Graduates who are wearing crimson and gray philanthropy cords contributed to the senior class gift. The philanthropy cord represents our desire to leave a legacy to our alma mater. On behalf of the Senior Class Gift Committee, I am pleased to announce that in recognition of our experience, the class of 2015 has chosen to make our gifts to the Dean's Merit Scholarship Funds of our respective colleges. The class of 2015 is committed to promoting the success of the students who will follow in our footsteps. And we know that by reinvesting in each college's scholarship fund, we give our respective college deans the ability to reward academically talented students with merit-based scholarship support.
On behalf of the university, I thank the members of the class of 2015 for supporting this worthy project this year. I now call upon Mr. Phil Karai, President of the IUP Alumni Association, to address our graduates.
Almost done. On behalf of the IUP Alumni Association, let me be the first to welcome you as alumni of IUP. As alumni, you carry a special trust to assure that those who follow may enjoy and benefit from a high quality and affordable liberal and professional education. We look forward to having you become active members of the Alumni Association, and I encourage all of you to stay active, both locally and here at the University in Indiana. As such, you received a congratulatory gift from us as you left the stage. Please come back to campus often, and I look forward to seeing you at homecoming this year.
Thank you, Mr. Karai. At this point, I would like to give the graduates an opportunity to pay tribute to those who helped to make this moment a reality for them. Would the parents, spouses, other family members, and sponsors of our graduate students please stand so that our graduates may show their appreciation by a round of applause. Thank you. Before we get to the end of today's program, I want to thank the members of the IUP Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Jack Stamp. Many of these students remained on campus expressly for commencement, to be with you here today. And while I am happy for him, I am sad to bid farewell to Dr. Stamp. Today he ends 25 years of distinguished service to our university, his university. He too crossed this stage, well, not this exact stage 25 years ago, I'm sorry, more than 25 years ago, when he graduated from IUP. Jack has been a stalwart to our wonderful music program and a good friend and colleague. And while I rest assured that the faculty member you have mentored to take the baton will do a wonderful job, we all know that the original cannot be replaced, Jack. It has been a pleasure to watch and listen to your work from this platform and in so many other places. Distinguished university professor, distinguished alumnus, Jack Stamp, thank you. Now, I know that Dr. Stamp will ask for the correct respect and decorum when he brings us forward for the alma mater here at his last appearance. So before we get there, I think you haven't been loud enough and you need to celebrate a little more and get it out of your system. So congratulations to the class of 2015. All right, everybody, one more time. I'm now going to ask that everyone rise for the singing of the alma mater and the retrieving of the colors. Upon conclusion of the retrieving of the colors, please remain in your seats until the platform party has recessed. Thank you.